Is out on the weather deck with an update on Hurricane Melissa.
Yeah, good morning, Todd. We've been tracking it all through this morning, really for the past week or so. And we knew even last week that this was likely to become an intense hurricane, although I don't think anyone could have predicted the record smashing intensity that Melissa has been able to achieve. Here's a look at it right now, closing in on Jamaica. The eye wall, which is the area of strongest winds that surrounds the eye where those Category 5 hurricane winds will be, that's approaching the island, likely moving on shore here in the next couple hours. You can see Montego Bay there on the western side of the island of Jamaica, right in line for some of the worst impacts from Melissa. Of course, Montego Bay, one of the most popular vacation spots there in Jamaica. It's where the busiest airport on the island is. Big impacts on the western side of the island. Thankfully, at least for Kingston, the capital, on the east side of the island, it looks like it'll avoid at least the worst impacts. So here's what Melissa is going to do. Landfall comes sometime this morning, 9 to about 11 a.m. or so. It looks like we'll get that landfall officially. Could be one of the strongest landfalling hurricanes we've ever seen in the Atlantic. Beyond that, tonight, a landfall as a major hurricane on the island of Cuba is expected. And then as we get into Wednesday, a landfall on several Bahamian islands looks likely just to the north of the Turks and Caicos, with a final pass over the island of Bermuda. So hitting several islands here with its major impacts. And the big impact, of course, is going to be from the extreme Category 5 winds. Of course, we're also going to see storm surge up to 13 feet on the south coast of Jamaica. Could also see rainfall totals approaching 30 inches in some spots. And you might be surprised to know that even though Jamaica is in the Caribbean, hurricanes are fairly rare there. The last one was over 10 years ago, and that was just a Category 1 Hurricane Sandy back in 2012. Last major hurricane, that was Gilbert in 1988, and that was only a Category 3. Again, Melissa currently a Category 5. It's the 8th most intense Atlantic hurricane on record, the strongest hurricane this late in the season, and the strongest storm to form on our planet in 2025. I think that really puts into perspective just how intense Melissa has become. So we're going to continue to track Melissa all morning. Again, that landfall coming likely sometime towards the mid-morning hours, and impacts in Jamaica will be catastrophic. Breaking it all down throughout the morning for you, live here on the deck, I'm meteorologist Christian Bridges. Back inside to you guys.